Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about Cole. We're going to do this with the long weapon and talk about some of the differences here. Let me switch places with you. So, if he does a straight thrust, a lot of the drop step, actually just shorten up on it like that, like it was a knife.
I have a knife.
Okay, so he thrusts, right? This can happen, he thrusts, that can happen. Different footwork will work against that, and it kind of doesn't matter which one you choose. As soon as we go to the straight thrust, right? I can drop step, I can block that, this is the same thrust for thrust counter. He does a hooking thrust, I can do the same thing, that's all the same. When you move to the longer weapon, he goes high line here, right? I can hack, I can come in and so again, thrust for thrust line. It doesn't matter, but when you go to the longer weapon, all of a sudden it starts mattering a lot more. If he does a straight thrust, again, I'm good. I can do this, a drop step, move back, and I'm fine. He does a hooking thrust, and I do the same thing, and I lose, okay? I have to be, my timing has to be so perfect to avoid getting stabbed here, it's not realistic about it happening. So I have to move with that hooking thrust, and again, this is your number one, right? This is a hooking thrust. We use those in Pikiti because they're hard to stop. If we did a straight thrust, those are a lot easier, they're easier to avoid. He does that hooking thrust, I can sidestep, and that changes his target, right? I've changed my body orientation to that. So that might be an option as I come across. Okay, the other one is I might move in, and that one feels a little weird because I'm moving in close with that one, but now I've moved inside of the arc. So those are two options against that hooking thrust. So again, he goes, bang, we'll go into just the base drill, boom. Here, I go in, right, boom, and that's, the important thing is here, this is Sabayan, this is at the same time, I've countered for countered. The problem with using the Dakupi Punyo block is when I move here, this is not attacking his hand. Maybe if I had the knife in this hand, I could be attacking the wrist, but if I'm single weapon, I'm not doing that. I can't, I could try to go in this, but that's a crappy block. He's also going to blow up my elbow for me. Okay? And this is actually the lesson out of Dakupi Punyo. This is a draw. I'm giving him this because I want him to do the low block. I want him to do this because I've now set him up for where I want him to be. Take a step back this way. Okay? So I go here, tap, here, bang. Okay? The next piece of the Sabayan is the reinforced elbow block is here, and he starts picking this up. Or this is the Dakupi Punyo lesson, is how to counter that. But the most important lesson is if you drop your stick like that, you're playing catch up because I've already set you up on this one. Okay? And again, this is punching with the blade. I'm not just giving you an uppercut. I'm punching with the blade of the weapon here. So I enter, trap, enter. What does that look like? Right? So if I look at Cole, bang, bang, right? Low line. Okay, it's the flip side, kind of the flip side of the same drill. But it's why you don't want to do this. If he does that fake entry on here and do the drop to the trap, right? So if you're looking for this, trap it, punch. Okay. Now if he's looking for that same entry, bang, I'm already there. Okay, with my counter. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why Sabayan, at the same time, you want to use a simultaneous offense and defense. Another option on that hook would be, I move the outside, bang, and I'm on my quarter beat over here. That would be another option for a simultaneous defense against that one, which is, you've already seen in terms of the base drill on there. So those are options out of play. The danger, it's not wrong, it's just not the lesson plan, at least the way I teach it, is that this is not part of the lesson plan of Cole or Sabayan. That's a different principle. We're trying to teach, and we're trying to teach a different guy what the lesson is here. Okay? Hope that helped.